senior.
Mia Johnson, junior.
Nathan Summers, junior.
Marissa Meister, senior.
Hunter Bolin, sophomore.
Kyle Steininger, freshman.
Tyler Schaefer, senior.
Elena Carranza, senior.
Wes Palmer, sophomore.
Julia Norris, sophomore.
Elena Whitmer, senior.
Carissa Dello, senior.
Zach Wright, sophomore.
Okay, St. Joe's waiting in the wings to play the winner of this match. Let's get started. What does the ZIP and zip code stand for? No answer. That's Zone Improvement Plan or Zoning Improvement Plan. Which term is used for the policy of racial exclusion in South Africa? Prairie Central, Nathan.
Apartheid.
Apartheid, yes. What European film director revealed his considerable inner struggle in The Magic Lantern, an autobiography? What director did The Magic Lantern? That was Ingmar Bergman. Ingmar Bergman. Who created the NBC hit drama ER? The answer, Michael Crichton, who also did Jurassic Park. This gymnast became famous for her not impressed facial expression after winning a silver medal. Prairie Central, Nathan.
Gabby Douglas.
Not Gabby Douglas. You guys can confer. I'll finish reading it. This gymnast became famous for her not impressed facial expression after winning a silver medal at the 2012 Summer Olympics. The answer? Michaela Maroney. What tuxedo fields queries at ask.com? That is Jeeves. Ask Jeeves. What show is a spinoff from AMC's Breaking Bad? Bement, Elena.
Better Call Saul.
Better Call Saul is correct. Who became the third NASCAR driver after Richard Petty and Dale Earnhardt to cruise to a fourth, then called Winston Cup title? Third driver to get a Winston Cup title at the time. Bement, Wes.
Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Not Dale Earnhardt Jr. You guys can confer?
Jimmy Johnson.
No, Jeff Gordon. Jeff Gordon. What contracting membrane regulates the amount of light entering the eye? The amount of light entering the eye. Bement, Wes.
Cornea?
Not the cornea. You guys can confer?
The retina.
No, the iris. The iris. Just like on a camera. What comedian ended her weekly show by tugging on her left earlobe? Bement, Julia.
Lucy Ball.
Not Lucille Ball. You guys can confer?
No answer.
No answer. Carol Burnett. Carol Burnett was the comedian. What NFL player is infamous for the butt fumble? That is Mark Sanchez. Mark Sanchez. Who is the Roman god of the sea? Bement, West.
Neptune.
Neptune is correct. Good job. What is the name of the girl gang in the movie Grease? Bement, West.
The Pink Ladies.
The Pink Ladies is correct. What river cuts through the Grand Canyon? Prairie Central, Nathan.
Colorado.
Colorado River, yes. How many states begin with the word new? Bement, West.
4.
4, yes. New York, New Jersey, New Mexico, and New Hampshire. What scandal was the Tower Commission set up to investigate in 1986? Bement, West.
The Watergate scandal.
Not Watergate. You guys can confer? Need an answer?
No answer.
Iran-Contra affair. The Iran-Contra affair. Where was JFK when he said, the U.S. never had to put up a wall to keep our people in? Where's JFK when he said, never had to put up a wall to keep our people in? Bement, West.
Mexico.
Not Mexico. You guys can confer?
Berlin.
Be more specific.
West Berlin.
West Berlin is correct, yes. The medical condition herpes zoster is commonly known as what? Herpes zoster. Prairie Central, Jalen.
Cold sore.
Not cold sore. You guys can confer?
Herpes.
Dude, I have no idea.
Just plain herpes? Do we
Need
both
an answer?
HIV.
No, it's the shingles. The shingles. This state is called the Bay State because the Puritans founded their colony on its bay. Prairie Central, Nathan.
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts is correct. What novelist born in Oak Park received the Prairie Central, Nathan?
Ernest Hemingway.
Yes, Hemingway, 1954 Nobel Prize for Literature. Who was the first U.S. military academy to admit women? What was the first U.S. military academy to admit women? Bement West.
West Point.
Not West Point, no.
No answer.
The U.S. Coast Guard. U.S. Coast Guard. Which bird cannot fly but is well suited to cold water? Bement, Julia.
Penguins.
The penguin, yes. Where in the body is the macula? That is in the eye. What did my true love send to me on the 10th day of Christmas? Bement, Carissa.
Lord's a leaping.
Lords of Leaping, yes.
Nice.
10 of them, I believe. All right, it's time for this round's video question, which goes to Bement.
Hi, my name's Adam Porter. I'm a faculty member here at Parkland College teaching radio and communications classes. And my question is directly related to audio file types. What is the difference between a WAV file and an MP3 file?
Doesn't WAV only go through one side of the speakers, and MP3 can go through both?
I have no idea.
WAV file can only go through one side of the stereo, and MP3 can go through either left or right.
Okay.
The answer to my question is, a WAV file is an uncompressed audio file, much higher quality, but also much larger file size, while an MP3 is a compressed audio file, much smaller file size, but also less quality.
Okay, let's finish up the first round. Name 3 of the Marx Brothers. No answer. Groucho, Chico, Harpo, Zeppo, and Gummo. Any of those 3 would have worked. In the television show MASH, Lieutenant Colonel Henry Blake wore a jersey to his alma mater whenever possible. What university did he represent? Straight down the road, the University of Illinois. University of Illinois. If you are in Shark Valley, what popular Florida region are you in? Shark Valley. You are in the Everglades. The first vaccine developed by the English physician Edward Jenner in 1796 protected people against what disease? Bement, Elena.
Cowpox.
Not-
Or smallpox.
Yes, it's smallpox. But I think that's right, yes, smallpox. What is the fastest healing muscle in the body? That is the tongue, sorry. What female American Indian was a huge social success in London? Bement, Elena.
Pocahontas.
Pocahontas, that's right. What was Paul Revere's occupation? Prairie Central, Nathan.
He was a silversmith.
Silversmith is correct. In the 1960s, the U.S. and Mexico built an artificial riverbed to prevent what river from shifting course? Nathan, Prairie Central.
The Rio Grande.
Yes, the Rio Grande. In Charlotte's Web, what is Charlotte's last name? Kavatica. What German phrase means till we meet again? German phrase, till we meet again. Prairie Central, Mia.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Yes, correct. Good job. What is the southernmost point of Florida? Prairie Central, Nathan.
Key West.
Key West is correct. Along with Mike Wallace, who was an original co-host of 60 Minutes? Prairie Central, Nathan.
Walter Cronkite.
Not Walter Cronkite. You guys can confirm?
No answer.
Harry Reasoner. Kind of a tough one there. In the Civil War, what was the Confederate name for the first Battle of Bull Run? Prairie Central, Nathan.
Manassas.
Yes, Battle of Manassas. Manassas Junction. Which guitarist is known as Slow Hand? That is Eric Clapton. Eric Clapton. How did Dorothy kill the Wicked Witch of the East in The Wizard of Oz? Bement, Wes.
Killed her with her house.
Yes, her house fell on her. Wes was killed with a bucket of water, as we all know. What would you find if you went into a pasticceria in Italy? Pasticceria in Italy.
Wait, can you repeat the question?
What would you find if you went into a pasticceria in Italy? Prairie Central, Jalen.
Pasta?
No, not pasta. Your answer? Oh, you can just say.
Oh, fish market.
No, pastries. What mountain is nicknamed Savage Mountain? Bement, West.
Mount Everest.
Not Mount Everest. You guys can confer?
Or Kilimanjaro.
K2. Okay, that's the end of the first round. We'll tally up the scores and be back with the lightning round right after this.
Get the ball rolling to a new career with an Eastern Illinois University degree at Parkland College.
Parkland and Eastern really made it work for me.
Now I'm taking Eastern classes on Parkland's campus. I'm working on my bachelor's degree from Eastern without commuting.
Thanks to Parkland and Eastern, I'm reaching my goals.
For more on Eastern at Parkland, call 217-351-2543.
Okay, heading into the lightning round. Prairie Central 100, Bement 90. Good game. What does a funambulist do? Funambulist do? They are a tightrope walker. What is the occupation of Newman in the sitcom Seinfeld? He is a mailman or postman. What is a female fox called? Prairie Central, Hunter.
A vixen.
A vixen is correct. For which president was the teddy bear named? Bement, Elena.
Theodore Roosevelt.
Yes, Teddy Roosevelt. Schubert's Symphony No. 8 in B minor is better known as what? That is the Unfinished Symphony. There's a lady who's sure all that glitters is gold is the opening line to what song? Bement, Julia.
Stairway to Heaven.
Stairway to Heaven by Led Zeppelin. Queen Latifah, John Travolta, and Michelle Pfeiffer starred in which 2007 musical film? Bement, Julia.
Hairspray.
Hairspray is correct. What was the first nation to offer a regular high-def TV broadcast in 1989? First nation. The nation was Japan. How many pairs of ribs does an adult have? How many pairs of ribs does an adult have? Bement, West.
13.
Not 13. 12. What is the strongest bone in the body? Prairie Central, Hunter.
Femur.
Not the femur, the jawbone. The jawbone is the strongest bone in the body. What famous novel was written by Harper Lee? Bement, West.
To Kill a Mockingbird.
To Kill a Mockingbird, yes. 1 kilogram is equivalent to how many pounds? Bement, West.
1,000.
No, 2.2 pounds. 2.2. What was the license plate number on the Ghostbusters car? Number was ECTO-1, ECTO-1. The abbreviation ORD for Chicago's O'Hare Airport comes from what old name? ORD for Chicago's O'Hare Airport. Orchard Field. Orchard Field is where that comes from. Who piloted the Enola Gay? Prairie Central, Nathan.
Dewey.
No, Paul Tibbets. How many times does the moon revolve around the Earth in an Earth calendar year? How many times does the moon revolve around the Earth? The answer is 13. 13 times. Who's considered the main artist of pop art? Prairie Central, Nathan.
Andy Warhol.
Andy Warhol is correct. Who was Dana Carvey impersonating when he emphatically said, "Not gonna do it"? That was George Herbert Walker Bush. Okay, that's the end of our lightning round. We'll tally up the scores and be back with the final round right after this.
My name is Dan Irwin. I work at Plastic Pack Packaging. I've been there for actually 19 years. I took the online course at Parkland College of the Supervisory and Leadership Certificate class. I wanted to improve and sharpen my skills as far as a leader and supervisor for my employees. I was put into this position about a year and a half ago, and at that point I really didn't have a lot of supervisory, so I was kind of learning on the fly, and so I was looking for anything that would help me out to give me an edge, and I really enjoyed the class, and I think it really helped. One of the most important ones was the interaction with the other students. I wound up with the blogging that we did back and forth and stuff. You picked up on other situations that everybody had and how you might be affected by some of those situations that I never even thought of or would have encountered, or even thought I would have. And it was kind of neat being able to, relate with all the other students. My future goals is to try and be the best supervisor I can be so that I can help my employees be the best that they can be in their, I hope in their pursuit of employment at Plastic Pack.
Okay, great game so far. Prairie Central 100, Bement leads with 110. What is the unit of measurement for the activity of a radioactive source? Bement, Julia.
AMUs?
No. You guys can confirm? Need an answer?
No answer.
Becquerel. Becquerel is what we're looking for. Which man became the youngest ever winner of the race when he won the 2011 Daytona 500? That was Trevor Bayne. Trevor Bayne. How many countries does Brazil border? Bement West.
4.
Not 4. You guys can confirm?
6 or 7. I'm not sure which one.
Need an answer?
7.
10. Counting the current Pope, Pope Francis, how many popes have there been? Bement West.
17.
Not 17. You guys can confirm?
9.
Need an answer?
29.
Believe it or not, 266. 266. What is a mal de mer? What is mal de mer? That is seasickness. Seasickness. The U.S. and Canada share the largest body of fresh water in the world. What lake is it? Bement West.
Lake Superior?
Lake Superior is correct. What island group is situated in North America's St. Lawrence River? The island group is in the St. Lawrence River. Bement West.
The Bahamas.
Not the Bahamas, no. You guys
That's
can
not
confirm?
a river.
No answer.
Thousand Islands. It's a Thousand Islands. What quirky fashion designer is known for ending her shows with a cartwheel? That is Betsy Johnson. Betsy Johnson. What is the medical condition synchronous diaphragmatic flutter, more commonly known as? Prairie Central, Nathan.
Heart murmurs?
Not heart murmurs. You guys can confirm?
Irregular heartbeat.
Need an answer?
Irregular heartbeat.
No, a little less serious. Hiccups.
I know something to do with the lungs.
What is the world's first electrically lighted city? Prairie Central, Nathan.
Chicago.
Not Chicago. No, you guys can confirm?
Where was Thomas Edison?
Wasn't it Virginia or something like that?
New Jersey. New Jersey. New York.
No, Wabash, Indiana. Followers of which religion celebrate Eid? It is Bement West.
Mormons.
No, not Mormons. You guys can confirm?
You have to say it.
Need an answer?
Pagans.
No, Islam. What is the name of William Shakespeare's longest play? Bement, Elena.
Macbeth.
Not Macbeth. You guys can refer.
Hamlet.
Hamlet is correct. How many squares are on a chessboard? Prairie Central Hunter.
64.
64. Good job. In which city was the first World's Fair held? Bement West.
Chicago.
Not Chicago, no. You guys can refer.
Paris.
No, London, England. London, England. Where is the Tennis Hall of Fame located? That is in Newport, Rhode Island. What is the name for the full moon nearest the autumnal equinox? Prairie Central Hunter.
The harvest moon.
The harvest moon. Good job. Who is the only child born aboard the Mayflower during its voyage to America? Prairie Central Hunter.
Virginia Dare.
Not Virginia Dare. You guys can confirm?
No answer.
Oceanus Hopkins to Stephen and Elizabeth Hopkins. What number does Giga stand for? Bement West.
10,000.
Not 10,000. You guys can confirm? Need an answer?
1 million.
No, 1 billion. 1 billion. What is Shaggy's real name on Scooby-Doo? Answer: Norval Rogers. Very obscure episode. How many golf majors did Jack Nicklaus win? Prairie Central Kyle.
13.
Not 13, no. You guys can confirm?
7.
18. 18 altogether.
Why would you try to Sarah's in it?
Who holds the record for the most wins as an NFL coach? Prairie Central Kyle.
Don Shula.
Don Shula, yes. Good job. All right, it's time for this round's video question, which goes to Prairie Central.
Hi, I'm Scott Seekin, and I teach biology here at Parkland College. Who was the Swedish botanist and physician who first formalized the classification of all organisms into a nested hierarchy of similarity in physical structure and characteristics in the 1700s?
Was it Linnaeus? Linnaeus?
Carl Linnaeus began the system of taxonomy that we still use today, but the reason all organisms fall so nicely into this nested hierarchy wasn't understood until more than 100 years later when Darwin explained the common ancestry of all organisms.
Okay, great job on the video question. What product is advertised to be good to the last drop? Bement West.
Sundrop.
Not Sundrop. You guys can confirm?
Snapple tea?
No, Maxwell House Coffee. Maxwell House Coffee is good to the last drop. During World War II, if you had a physical or medical condition that kept you from joining the armed forces, what letter and number were you classified as? You would be 4F. 4F was what they used. How many degrees east of longitude are there? How many degrees east of longitude are there? Bement West.
160.
Not 160. You guys confirm? Need an answer?
180 degrees?
180 degrees is correct. What is the first note of a scale called? Prairie Central Nathan.
The root?
Not the root, no. You guys can confirm? Need an answer?
No answer.
No answer. The tonic. The tonic. What novel tells the story of firefighters burning down any house? Prairie Central Nathan.
Fahrenheit 451?
Yes. What distinctive New York building designed in the Beaux Arts style was originally named the Fuller Building? Prairie Central Hunter.
The Empire Building.
Not the Empire State Building. You guys can confer.
No answer.
The Flatiron Building. Flatiron Building. What is Stanley Kowalski's wife name in Streetcar Named Desire? Bement West.
Rebecca.
Not Rebecca. You guys can confer.
Betsy?
No, Stella. Stella. What is the only U.S. state that shares its name with an independent country? Prairie Central Hunter.
Georgia?
Georgia. Good job. What's the scientific name for the unit of heat that raises the temperature of 1 gram of water? Prairie Central Hunter.
Calorie.
Yes, a calorie by 1 degree. What color jersey distinguishes the overall leader in the Tour de France cycle race? What color is the leader's jersey? Bement West.
Yellow.
Yellow is correct. Good job. How many years did Sleeping Beauty sleep? Bement West.
7.
Not 7. No, you can confer.
100?
100 is correct. This large mammal has a name meaning river horse. Nathan, Prairie Central.
Hippopotamus?
Hippopotamus is correct. What is the only mammal able to fly? Bement West.
The platypus.
Not the platypus.
The bat?
The bat is correct. The flying platypus.
Yep.
Name the director of the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Bement, Elena.
Peter Jackson.
Peter Jackson, good job. The religion of Shinto is almost exclusively to the current and former Bement, Carissa.
Japan.
Japan, correct. Residents of this country. What is a collector of postage stamps called? They are a philatelist. Philatelist. How many X's are there on a regular clock face with Roman numerals? Bement West.
3.
Not 3. You guys can prefer?
12, 11, 10, 9. No, just 4.
Need an answer?
4?
4 is correct. The original host of Family Feud also played the role of a game show host in the movie The Running Man. The original host of Family Feud. That was Richard Dawson, also in Hogan's Heroes. In Shakespeare's play, which king shouts, a horse, my kingdom for a horse? Bement, Julia.
King Henry?
Not King Henry. You guys can confer? Need an answer?
King Richard?
Be more specific?
The third?
The third is correct. Good job. Okay, good game. That's the end of it. We'll tally up the scores and tell you who's moving on right after this.
I say no because survivors of sexual abuse fight for life every day.
I say no more because no child should live in fear.
I say no more, she was asking for it.
I say no more because I am worth more than a man putting his hands on me. I'm a child of God and I am somebody.
Because being a survivor shouldn't be a me too kind of conversation among friends.
No more pretending it didn't happen.
No more.
No more.
No more. No more. No more.
Okay, great match. Prairie Central 240, Bement 150, so Prairie Central moves on to play St. Joe. We'll be back with that game right after this.